So we bring Michael Myers back. Who do we not bring back then?
Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, which again is part 3 in Michael Myers' story. They really should have just called this Halloween, The Return of Michael Myers. It's weird that they put a 4 in there, but I will read the back of the box. I'm going to read the VHS.
Do it.
Instead of the one. Okay. He changed the face of Halloween. Tonight, he's back. On a dark Halloween night 10 years ago, Michael Myers brought fear back to his hometown as he murderously stalked Laurie Strode. Terror and bloodshed ravaged the quiet neighborhood until the killer was captured and locked up. And now, again, if you watched Halloween 2 and you read that, you would go, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, didn't happen.
What? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
But tonight, as he was being transferred from Richmond Mental Institute, Michael escaped. Now he's looking for his young niece as his reign of terror continues. Horror has returned to Haddonfield. Directed by Dwight H. Little, who has directed a bunch of films.
Can't have nice things. You love trash here.
I don't sit there ever. Someone else.
Someone loves trash here. Who drinks Diet Coke?
Kevin from Peg Warmers.
Kevin.
You left a Diet Coke behind the counter.
I love you, Kevin. I like Kevin. He's okay. He gets a pass.
I'm throwing all my toys away as a protest. Kind of like how I kicked all you girls off the channel for Boys Month. This is no Toys Month. I'm getting rid of all of it.
You can't do that. It's Halloween.
Yeah, so directed by Dwight H. Little, who does a lot of TV stuff, but he has directed a bunch of films. I think he directed the live-action Tekken movie. Did you even know there was a Tekken movie? Yeah, that makes sense. Written by Alan B. McElroy. Now, there are other people credited for the story, but he was mostly the writer. They had to rush this baby out because of a looming writer's strike, which we've talked about many times.
What's a writer's strike? That's a thing?
We're living through another one right now. But yes, they basically were like, oh, we got to get a Michael Myers movie out. We got to do it for cheap, but also we got to write it pretty fast because there's a writer's strike about to come up. We talked about the writer's strike when we did Batman 89, how like that movie kind of goes a little weird in the third act. Yeah, so that's why it's kind of basically just the first one. It's a very safe movie.
Yeah.
It's a very safe Halloween movie. How do you feel about the setup where Michael and Loomis just survived?
So I have a question.
Yes.
What part of the second one transferred over?
The sister stuff and the fact that he got burnt in the hospital.
But that's it. So they do mention the hospital, but like, why does the ending, like, we just forget the ending?
Well, yeah, the ending made it clear that they both died.
So we just say fuck the ending.
But yeah, I guess we missed a scene where people came in with fire extinguishers and went, Loomis is alive. And even though he was right next to the explosion, only the side of his face got burned.
So we're doing ending of H2O into Resurrection kind of feel.
Resurrection, especially when a shit on that movie put more thought into it than this one did.
Where
this one's like, hey, he's just alive.
Yeah, at least they came up with the reason why the ending is different. But for this, it's like, okay, cool, we'll take the whole movie, but like that last ending part.
Then he set him on fire. Both of them nearly burned to death.
Did you notice Loomis's burns change?
Yes.
They were making fun of it in the commentary.
Like,
there's one that's called the button burn.
Yes, I can't stand that because it looks so weird. It's in the very beginning.
Yes, so that was like early in the production.
Yeah, that's the first shot you see. I think you see of him, and you're just like,
yeah, he has like a little button. They realized that wasn't good, so the burn just changes throughout the film. So yeah, the story is they were moving Michael to another thing. Michael is in a coma. Mm-hmm. He hears that he has a niece, and that wakes him up from his coma, I guess.
Yep, in the van.
So if they just never mentioned the niece, would he have just been sleeping till he died?
Oh yeah, they said the magical word. It's like a spell.
Right. He's like, well, I gotta kill my niece.
Oh my God, there's family members.
I gotta. I guess he was sad because he didn't get to kill his sister. She died in a car accident.
Which is just the most random shit ever.
What you think? You think Jamie Lee Curtis is gonna come back for another Halloween?
Nope. Nope.
So he kills the people in the ambulance. They added extra gore in post, like the thumb through the head.
Yeah.
It's actually funny. They did add a little bit of gore, but not a lot considering what was coming out at that time, like the Nightmare on Elm Streets and shit. I feel like this came out the same time, like the same year as like maybe Nightmare 4 and Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw 3. Because there's a picture of like all those actors together.
Really?
In their outfits, because they were kind of making them at the same time. Yeah.
Oh, I would love to. I haven't seen that photo.
I think there was like a Fangoria shoot. I will look up the picture.
I want that photo.
So yeah, Michael's got to go to town to meet his niece, Jamie Lloyd, played by Daniel Harris.
Woo-woo. Would you say really quick though? Would you say that this film has the least amount of gory kills? This one? Or maybe not exciting kills?
Yeah, but I don't think that's a bad thing, really. I like that it was a little bit restrained.
Really?
I like it. Also, one thing I really like about this is that this actually feels like the Midwest because they filmed it in Utah, like outside Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Unlike the first two, where it's like, this is clearly California. This is clearly California. Good opening title sequence. A lot of people love the opening title sequence of this, where it's like the shots of like the farm and the different decorations.
Yes.
And they don't
I
really
really
use,
do like that.
They have a lot of restraint with the Halloween theme. They only use the Halloween theme here and there. They have it when they take him out of the hospital.
Yeah.
Move him.
You're right. You're right. I
A few
didn't
other
realize
times, yeah. So yeah, he's on his way to kill his niece, who is Daniel Harris, who is now a horror icon.
So was it just random that there's an ambulance right outside the window when she's staring out the window?
I think that's like part of a dream.
It's not part of it. She's staring out the window.
Yeah, but they're like maybe
just
connected a
randomly
little bit. They explore the psychic connection in the next one.
That I know.
Yeah,
That I know.
I think
but
it's
just like it was just like so. I was like, is that? There's a few things where I'm like, I know I legit just said I do not question much of Halloween 3, and I'm questioning a lot of Halloween 4.
Because she has like a dream sequence later on, so it kind of makes sense.
She's like, oh, do you love me? Am I your sister? But I'm not your real sister.
Yeah.
That scene, I'm just like,
yeah, she's sad that her parents are dead.
and it is really, it is. I mean, what was it? 11 months after her parents died.
Yeah, so it's been less than a year.
Yeah.
Wow, Michael, all that work you did. All you had to do was wait for a car crash. Anyway, I'll bring that point up if we ever get to Halloween 6. The opening credits and that. The opening narration doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so yeah, she's very sad. She's living with a foster family.
Yep.
And she's having these visions of the boogeyman. So she's aware who Michael Myers is too. We should mention that. Like the kids make her very well aware. And again, this is a thing I only see in movies. When the bullies bully a kid over having a dead parent. I've never seen that in real life.
No.
Her mommy's dead. Jamie's mommy's a mommy.
I feel like it's just a movie thing. Let me know.
Has anyone part of that dead parent club and got made fun of? Because I don't.
Oh, why would I talk to them? I want to talk to the bullies. Have you bullied someone for having a dead parent?
Got you.
Hey, you not know my audience? Yeah, so if you're a bully and you bullied someone over dead parents, let me know. If you did that, because I think it's just a movie thing. I've seen people bullied for a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I've been bullied for a lot of things, which made me a bully, and I was pretty good when I bullied people for a lot of things, but never a dead parent. That feels like it's too far, right?
I was bullied, and my parents they're still kicking. Yeah, I was made fun of for a lot of other things.
They're kicking, but are they forgiven yet?
Why would no?
She still hasn't forgiven her father.
No.
One day.
Nope.
When's Father's Day? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do a vlog where I go to your dad's house.
Good luck. Oh, the things I could say right
I'll
now.
dress up as you. I'll be like, it's me, your daughter, Crystal. We look alike.
He'd be like, oh yeah, because I don't see her that often. Like you definitely look like her.
Hey, what's up, Dad? It's been a rough couple months.
He's like, yeah, I'm not shocked at that.
I packed on a few pounds anyway. I forgive you. And it'll be like, wow, it changed my life. Anyway, so yeah.
Does that mean I get your dad?
Huh?
Do I get your dad?
Good luck. So her sister Ellie is upset that she has to babysit because she wants to sleep with her boyfriend. But don't worry, he's got a backup. He's got a backup.
Yeah.
And apparently there was nudity of that chick.
There was?
That was cut out of the movie, yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, I remember Joe Bob said it on his show that he remembers seeing nudity, but the director said that like it was shot, but he doesn't think it ever made it into a cut. So if it exists, let me know.
Yeah.
Of course, when I did hear that, I did immediately Google that actress and then type nude. And apparently there's a picture of like her with Barbara Crampton both topless. And
Oh,
I'm like, well,
shit.
this in their prime. And I'm like, this is pretty good.
That's nice. Oh, I love Crompton.
Yes, she's good.
Yeah, she's so good.
Yeah, so the whole thing is Jamie is being stalked. And I like how they're trying to do parallels. Like she also gets a clown outfit.
It's interesting that Michael, just a random vision of him in the clown outfit, but she's frightened.
Mm-hmm.
And she still continues to buy that outfit. Like, she's still excited to wear that.
Yeah. I used to be afraid to rent tapes that had scary covers, and I did it anyway.
But it wasn't your murderous uncle.
Well, that's true. I don't know if she knows about the clown part. She just knows her uncle killed people.
No, she legit saw that in her brain, didn't she?
Yeah, well then, well, I don't know.
And she knows Michael Myers is her uncle, right?
Yeah, and then she sees
And then he
Michael
kills him.
Myers, and he pushes her into a mirror.
Yeah, why didn't he just kill her then?
Yeah, isn't that the whole point?
Wow.
Yeah. Now, before that though, I do like the whole like side story of Loomis chasing Michael. I love the whole scene with them in the garage.
The garage, the rest, or the whatever.
Which was
it is
referenced in
afterwards.
2018, the whole garage thing about him getting a new outfit. And I love that he still has like the bandages, which
Yeah.
really 10 years later, I don't think he would have bandages still. Feel like your face, it'd be mangled, but it'd be healed.
And they look like fresh bandages too. Like what?
Yeah.
Why are they so fresh after that accident and all the blood? Why is his outfit so clean? And
I don't know, but also why are they like? I'm trying to think why would he have bandages? Because it's too
he's
too
in a
late to
coma
have
after,
that. And I doubt they're doing
10 years.
plastic surgery on him. I don't think they do cosmetic surgery on serial killers who are in comas.
If they did, well, my ass is about to start killing. All right.
But yeah, I do like that whole thing where they blew up the gas station.
Yeah.
So he's hunting
I'm pretty
him.
happy that outfit just magically fit him too. Like he's
Yeah.
a big dude.
He
Like,
always manages to find the right outfit.
Yeah, him and Jason.
Yeah.
Somehow they both are
always
like, hey,
find someone who's the same size.
so crazy.
Now, Michael does get a new mask, and I know you're looking at the VHS tape, which is clearly the mask from the first film, but it
Yeah.
is not. How do you feel about the Halloween 4 mask? I think it's on this one here. Actually, that looks better than what's in the movie.
It does. I was just looking at it. Yeah, is it on this one?
Yeah, it's on the
no,
back,
that's the
too.
first- yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about his mask? It's definitely the worst one.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I can justify it by saying, well, first of all, my thoughts just went all over the place because I was going to say, why would we have a mask of a serial killer like that in that town? But then again, we go to Spirit Halloween, we have a lot of masks of serial killers. Too.
Yes.
So I was like, you know what? That does make sense.
Well, remember, it didn't start off as the Michael Myers mask. That was a mask he stole.
Yes. But
So
you
it-
would think that they would take, like, okay,
Yeah.
this is a tragic thing. You would take it off the shelves. But, I
Well,
mean,
well,
in
let's-
reality, we
let's
still
keep in
don't
mind,
do
it's
that
been
kind of
10
stuff.
years. It only happened once. It's not like...
Oh, yeah, because the second one's a continuing of that day.
Yeah.
So.
It's not like if Halloween 6 they were still doing it. It's like, oh, God, this is a little tasteless now because he's done this a lot.
True, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Because I'm
Yeah.
sure plenty of murderers have worn
Yeah.
weird masks and shit.
So,
But yeah, and he just pulls it right off. Like,
yeah, it's not a good mask. They were talking
maybe
about how,
it
like...
was just like a cheap mask because it was like a like a mart, whatever. They're like, oh, we had the best costumes. Blah, blah, blah.
And I
like,
get...
yeah.
Look, the first one worked really well.
Yeah.
The Shatter mask on what's-his-face, Nick Castle, worked really, really well. It
Yeah.
matched up really well. They put that same mask on Dick Warlock, and it didn't look the same because, you know, people's head shapes are different.
Yep.
So they molded it to George P. Wilbur, who was Michael Myers in this, who's like a bigger stunt dude. And yeah, I guess they modified it to a certain point, and it just doesn't look great.
It doesn't. My only thing is it's a knockoff of that mask.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of. Like you go to like a dollar store,
Yeah.
Party City, and like there's the cheap version of that mask, and you're just like,
Well, that's the annoying thing. Now you can get a really good Michael Myers mask.
yeah.
Yes. Back then, every Halloween, like, I had to special order the Resurrection mask just because I wanted one that looked like it was from the movie. Because when
Yeah.
you went to stores, they all looked like this piece of shit.
Well, or you can go on Amazon. Didn't we get a horrible Michael Myers mask? Did Michael Myers? Why don't we have
Michael Miles.
Michael Miles here?
Because
What
the
hell?
dummy we used for Michael Miles
R.I.P.?
didn't survive the Die
R.I.P.
Hard parody.
Damn it, we have to get a new one.
Go on Patreon. Look up the bloopers from our Die Hard parody.
Oh, that was hilarious.
When you get through Crystal flubbing her line, you'll get to the montage of us throwing the dummy off the building and its head just exploding. I do have a blow-up doll that I want to try to use.
Of course you have a blow-up doll.
That.
Okay.
I haven't tested it out yet, though.
That's funny.
Yeah, actually, speaking of masks, did you see the one scene where the mask changed? So when they're in the school and Loomis tries to save Jamie and Michael throws Loomis, it's like a pink mask with blonde hair. So they lost, for some reason, the production, they lost the mask. I heard multiple...
Wait, in this? And Halloween 4?
Yeah, I heard multiple stories. When they're in
the school, you said?
Yeah, when she goes to hide in the school for a little bit. That's where she bumps into Loomis, and then Michael throws Loomis through a window.
Yes.
So I finally got it confirmed on the commentary yesterday. So they were filming, the mask got misplaced, but they couldn't stop filming. So they had like an unfinished one that was pink with blonde hair, and they used it for that shot. So like, there's a scene where Michael is just suddenly blonde for no reason. So it's very awkward. But yeah, this movie overall, it has an awkward setup with him surviving the fire.
Yeah.
But again, this is after how many Jason movies? So at this point, audience is probably like, yeah, sure, he survived, whatever. But it mostly just feels safe.
It's a very safe movie.
It doesn't really rewrite anything, doesn't try to rethink anything. It's just Michael Myers is back. He does some cool, he kills the whole police force.
Yeah.
Which you don't see. I do like that sometimes they just show you the aftermath of a murder, which is also creepy. Like we don't see him kill that dog, we just see the dog dead. Although we do see poor Bucky get killed, the electrical worker.
That was sad. Poor baby.
Just like his hat says Bucky and his thing says Bucky. And there used to be, and I remember this, there used to be a Halloween fan site just called Bucky's Power Station. It was just a fan site. It was like a whole GeoCities page just dedicated to Bucky. I don't know why.
R.I.P. Bucky.
So he does some cool things. I like seeing the town gather around to try and kill him, which is then explored later on in another film, which we'll be talking about.
So I was confused when the whole crowd, the whole town's like, okay, we're going to go get him. Like, finally, like, going to put an end to this.
Mm-hmm.
And they shoot a kid. And I'm guessing it's because he was wearing, they never show him.
They never show him.
They just see.
They do establish earlier that there are people wearing Michael Myers outfits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is just dumb because, okay, the cops are clearly looking for Michael Myers because they're
at that point, I don't know if they were.
No, they because they had the gun and they're like because they had to usher the kid in,
I don't know if the curfew was brought up yet at that point. I'm not sure.
I think they did. I think they yelled like, oh yeah, because they yelled. They said, get home. There's a curfew. Blah blah. I think. Yeah. But you would think those kids, but who knows? Maybe it's another kid.
Yeah.
But you don't see the kid wearing a mask. They just see a bush move.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I think I saw it.
Yeah. And then they just
open fire.
Start.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And again, this idea is used later on in another film.
But they clearly know that there's other kids dressed up as this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's messed up. They were all paranoid. They thought they found him.
But then you don't hear anything. Like, I think they bring it up. They're like, oh yeah, that happened.
No, no. At the end, the little militia, they're like, yeah, you know what? We should let the cops figure it out. And it's like, also because we killed a guy on accident, we should probably get out of town. Yeah.
How is there not like the cops are? I get it. You're very obsessed with finding Michael Myers right now because there's gonna be a lot of murders. But like, one of the kids just died. This group of men just murdered a kid. We're just gonna gloss right over that.
Also, I mean, did Dr. Loomis never get in trouble for killing Ben Tramer in part 2? He's kind of responsible for that.
Why are we only... Yeah, there's...
He never shows remorse for getting that kid killed.
No.
It's
you just see all these innocent people.
It's 100% Dr. Loomis's fault.
How many people these... Now I'm like, okay, I want all the accidental deaths now. I want to explore those. Because how many horror films were they like, oh my God, I think that's the murderer. And like, boo, boo, boo.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that was actually someone else. I want to explore, you know what? We need memorial movies for those victims.
We'll do a memorial service for them.
Thank you.
So yeah, I think the strong suit in here is Donald Pleasance. He's really good. Coming back. Daniel Harris is really good. I can see why.
She's actually really good, yeah.
She ended up being in Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, a couple of Free Willy movies, a bunch of Disney Channel movies, and then she returned to horror.
Yes.
With Urban Legend, and we talked about her recently in our underrated Final Girls, the Hatchet movies. where I showed my autograph of her and then the picture of her autographing the picture of
I think that's hilarious. What was she in before this, though? I don't remember.
Not much, I think.
I think that cat, like,
that might be her first movie. I don't know if she did TV or anything before that.
For a child actor, she did really freaking well.
Yeah,
for that kind of
she's
role.
really convincing in it.
She is.
Yeah, so I can see why people like it. It's safe. It's kind of by the numbers.
But what do you think of the ending?
That's the thing. The one thing that sets this apart from a lot of it is the really good ending. So
Really
they
good ending?
blow Michael Myers away. They shoot the hell out of him. They don't use dynamite. You didn't see any dynamite in this movie, right?
No.
Yeah. Kind of makes the opening of 5 a little confusing. Anyway,
What? No.
and then somehow the evil got transferred to Jamie. And I do like that they didn't do a lot of POV stuff in this. I think there's only like one scene early on. So we see a POV shot with the mask coming down. It's like, oh, did Michael survive? And it's like, no, apparently the evil has passed on to Jamie, who's also dressed as a clown. It's implied she killed her stepmom. And I love Donald Pleasance going, no.
As he's like about to shoot, and like the cop's like, no.
He is about to shoot a
He's
child.
about to shoot her.
Like, I get where he's coming from, but he knows he should know that he's going to get in a lot of trouble if he followed through with that.
Why? The rest of the town did it. The rest of the town just shot up a kid.
I do appreciate that they have just a million people shooting Michael Myers. That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Well, as we go through the season, like the series, how many people can possibly shoot him?
So the ending is very, very good.
You think that's good?
You don't like this cliffhanger? Imagine you don't know what it was followed up with. Do you like this cliffhanger?
Maybe because I knew what it followed up with.
Yeah.
I cannot speak for that then. I cannot speak if I didn't know that, because I think it's just one of those. Because I never saw it without knowing that, the fifth one.
Yeah. The fifth one kind of ruins this ending. But
yeah, I think right now I just feel like it's cheap.
yeah. But no, I mean it's a solid enough movie. It's just like it's not anywhere near as good as the first one.
No.
And it's kind of unneeded. And there were so many other slashers to like choose from at that point. Like I know I've watched this a shit ton, and I do like that this one has a little bit of class to it. It wasn't as schlocky as some of the Friday the 13ths we're getting.
Oh, absolutely not.
But I'd rather watch like Friday the 13th Part 6 over this, to be honest.
Difference between
Any of the Freddy movies over this, really.
But would you agree that Halloween is very special to your classic 80s slashers? Because I was thinking about this on the drive here, and I'm like,
No, because he missed most of the 80s.
fine, I'll reword it. You're the classic slashers, right?
Yeah, he definitely influenced them, for sure.
Not just that. No, that's not where I'm going with this.
Okay.
Where I'm going with this is that this one actually has more of a storyline than any of the others.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Because if you think about it, to me, the Friday the 13th, it's a story of Jason.
Yeah, it becomes a story of Jason. It's just, who's Jason going to kill this week?
Exactly.
You have a little bit with Tommy Jarvis, but not really.
Yes. You have Nightmare on Elm Street. It's a little bit of a continuing of story, but it's always a different set of kids.
Yeah.
The story is always there.
Yeah.
But it's a different group of kids, a different adventure. Sometimes they bled into it, but it's always a different adventure. You're not really seeing a continuing of their life.
Here with these first few, you have Dr. Loomis there. So we have him.
But Laurie is constantly mentioned.
Yes, and Laurie
You
is
don't see
mentioned.
that often.
Yeah.
Like even in Hellraiser. Like, you know, even
You're right.
Christy
After they killed Nancy in Nightmare 3, no one ever fucking mentions Nancy. They show her tombstone at one point, and that's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't see these people constantly being referred to or being called back. Even in freaking Halloween 3, you see Laurie. Like, she is constantly being a callback to these films. It is a story of Laurie. And I do see Daniel Harris's character as a representation of Laurie in this. Ish, like of the like family blood or whatever you want to go with, like being that family member. But this is the only one where it's not just about the killer, but it's about the family of the killer. It's about Laurie and Michael, which is why I have such a horrible, I can't stand Halloween Ends because of this reasoning.
Okay.
I mean, what?
We already reviewed Halloween
yes,
Ends.
so you can see that.
And we will probably also talk about it next year.
Yes.
Again.
But it's just one of those things where I feel like there's more of a story in this one.
Yeah.
Than any of the other slashers that I think even exist. Even, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I can't think of a story
Oh no,
that
we
has this.
watch our worst Texas Chainsaw Massacre episode. They like after 2, I feel like every single one is a reboot. Like
Yes.
none of them are really connected,
But what
except
other-
for like the 2 prequels, and that's it.
What other horror series do you know of that has this long of a storyline? And do you like that better, or do you? I feel like most people don't.
I don't
like
know. Yeah,
that.
you're right. I don't know. It's a good question. Like even Hellraiser takes a break from Kirsty,
They do.
and then when they
yes.
brought her back, it kind of sucked.
But it's not the continuing of her life.
Yeah. You're right.
It's always about Laurie and Michael
And the family.
and the family.
But I don't
Exactly.
really like the family aspect anymore. So
No.
So it doesn't really hold up for me. But yes, Halloween 4, it's decent enough, I guess. But it led to 2 very mixed sequels that we will talk about in the future.
Whoop.
So those don't work long term.
No, they don't.
And they're like, you know what? The 20th anniversary is coming up.
Bum bum bum. So what are you gonna call
How
it?
do we get Jamie Lee Curtis back? And someone said, I think we killed her off. And it's like, well, good news. No one watched the last movie or remembers any of them. So we're just going to ignore them. And we're going to bring back Jamie Lee Curtis.
Woo! She did not die in a car accident.
Did not for Halloween H2O.